In this experiment, we are going to take up the AC voltage controller using a track. And this is the circuit diagram to carry out the experiment on the AC voltage controller using the track. This is the study unit. As you can see that there is a 15 volts AC supply is there, which is driving a current through the lamp. Obviously, you have to connect through the main switch on which you intend to conduct the experiment. So that's why we have connected a track in series with the lamp. So the track serves as a switch which can conduct the current through the lamp. So depending upon the wattage of the lamp, the current can be driven through this lamp from the 50 volt source. The other part of the circuit diagram is that there is a firing circuit that is connected between the gate to MT2 terminal of the track. So it is very much obvious from the circuit that MT2 and MT1 are the two terminals of the track, and between the gate and MT1 a RC firing circuit is connected, and obviously a diac has to come into picture because you need to give gate pulse in such a way that the track has to conduct both in positive half cycle of the input voltage as well as in the negative half cycle of the input voltage, and thus can conduct in both the directions of the input voltage and ensure that a voltage, some RMS voltage can be varied across the lamp, and thus the current through the lamp can be varied, which is demonstrated in this particular experiment. So the same diagram is repeated here, but with a small change. As far as the lab setup is concerned, this dotted line indicates the connections that we have to make it manually, whereas this dark lines indicates that the connections have already been made. And this is the RC firing circuit, and this dotted line indicates that we need to connect the firing circuit to the actual gate of the track, and we need to connect this lamp, one end of the lamp to the one of the terminals of the track. The other thing that we note is that there is a potentiometer which is there in the RC firing circuit, obviously to vary the time constant of this RC, which will affect in changing the firing angle of this particular gate pulse. The procedure is to make the connections as shown in the circuit diagram, and we need to connect a lamp across these two terminals. And the first thing that we need to make is we have to switch on this main supply, and by changing the potentiometer, we can vary the resistance and observe the variation in the lamp brightness across this lamp. And each time you change the firing angle using this potentiometer and observe the intensity across the lamp, you should also see that you connect a oscilloscope across the lamp, which gives you the voltage waveform to measure the firing angle at which the track is working at that particular instant of time. So we have to note down the voltage across the lamp as well as observe the waveform across the lamp through an oscilloscope. In the next slide, you can see what are the different kinds of waveforms that you can expect across the lamp. This is the input voltage waveform, and the second waveform shown in blue is the voltage waveform across the lamp. Here you can see that even though the input waveform is starting at this 0 instant of time, the output voltage is starting only at little later, depending upon the firing angle, and the remaining portion of this waveform follows just like the input voltage waveform till the next zero crossing. The same thing repeats even for the negative half cycle of the input voltage. So by varying the firing angle, it is very much obvious that you can change the RMS voltage across the lamp, plus you can change the RMS current through the lamp, and we can in turn change the brightness of the lamp. In the following diagram, for a comparison purpose, the same voltage waveform across the lamp is repeated here also, but in addition to that, the voltage across the switch is also, that is voltage across the track is also shown here for a comparison. So if instantaneous by instantaneous waveform, if you add it there, you are going to get the input waveform, which has shown in the yellow line. And the question is how to measure the firing angle. As I told you that the experiment is to keep the input voltage fixed at a particular value, which in this case is 50 volts, and only change the firing angle, where initially the firing angle is kept 180 degree, means the average volt, the RMS voltage across the lamp you can expect 0. But as you decrease the firing angle, you can expect the RMS voltage across the lamp to slowly increase. The question is how to measure the firing angle from the waveform. So from the waveform, the way of measurement is, you know that for 180 degrees, the entire Y, that means the Y indicates the measurement from 0 to 0. That means between two zero crossing, what is the measurement that is available that can be seen on the oscilloscope is called Y. You have to count literally the number of divisions. So for that particular number of divisions, it corresponds to 180 degree electrical angle. So if that corresponds to 180 degrees, our question is how much X, which is nothing but the firing angle at this particular instant of time, is equal to. So that can be obtained by this particular formula, because of which you can enter the third column in this particular table. So the plot, we need to carry out the experiment by fixing this input voltage constant and change the firing angle and observe the RMS voltage across the lamp, through which you have controlled the RMS voltage across the lamp. In turn, you have controlled the intensity of the lamp using a triac.
This particular setup is used for conducting the experiment on AC voltage controller. The main device that is being used here is triac. You can see, first I'll try to explain the setup here. This is the actual unit on which we are going to conduct the experiment. Here you can see there is one single phase transformer. The secondary of the transformer is powering a lamp pole. You can see that the secondary of the transformer is powering the lamp pole. So this particular display which is there on the unit actually represents the lamp which has been shown here, and the lamp is connected in series with power device, that is the triac. Basically the secondary transformer is connected to the triac and to the lamp. And as far as this triac is concerned, you can see that this is the MT2 terminal of the triac, this is the MT1 terminal of the triac, and this is the gate of the triac. So the gate of the triac is driven by an RC circuit consisting of diac, R component and C components, which has been already studied. So these are basically the triggering circuits for this particular triac. And here you can see there is a potentiometer indicated by this arrow, and this potentiometer is used for varying this resistance, which is used for varying the firing angle of the gate pulse that you are going to give to the gate of the triac. And have connected a voltmeter across the lamp. So I want to measure the voltage across the lamp. So I have kept this voltmeter in AC mode, because I am going to measure the voltage, AC voltage across the lamp. That's why I have kept this voltmeter in the AC mode. And I have also connected an oscilloscope. Here, oscilloscope is shown here. I have connected an oscilloscope across the lamp. And the main experiment here is that as I am going to vary the firing angle, you can see that the lamp intensity will vary. So initially, the potentiometer is adjusted in such a way that there will be a maximum firing angle will be there, indicating a very less voltage across the lamp, indicating by its intensity. Whereas as I am increasing the potentiometer, you can see that the firing angle reduces, which means you are applying more and more voltage, AC voltage across the lamp, indicated by its higher intensity. And also you can see the AC voltage across the lamp is shown by this voltmeter. At the same time, you can see the waveform across the lamp. So basically the oscilloscope waveform is used for measuring the firing angle. Let me switch on the gate pulse for the triac and you can see the pulse. The pulse is observed here. I will try to make this firing angle a little bit more to make you understand exactly what is the firing angle. Here you can see that the waveform is clearly displayed. So this is a sine waveform and this is the peak of the waveform and this is the instant at which there is a 0%. Here you can see that there is one dash, x-axis, dark x-axis line indicating that from this instant to this instant the track is in off condition, means the gate pulse is not there. Exactly at this instant of time we are giving gate pulse indicated by a sudden jump in the voltage across the lamp from 0 to a value indicated by a particular value of input voltage. So the same thing continues here till the next zero crossing and again the same process repeats even in the negative half cycle of the input voltage. So you can observe that as I am increasing the firing angle, you can see it approaches the sine waveform more and more closer, which means that you are applying more and more voltage. So you can see the voltage here is 47.3 because I have given maximum potentiometer position, means that the firing angle is minimum indicated by maximum voltage across the gate to, the voltage across the lamp. Now I will try to reduce the potentiometer, which means that I am increasing the firing angle, which means that I am reducing the voltage which is shown by this voltmeter. At the same time, let us try to observe the intensity of the lamp. So as I am reducing the potentiometer position, you can see that the lamp doesn't glow at all. But as I am increasing the potentiometer, you can start the waveform start appearing, and as I am increasing the potentiometer, you can see that the voltage across the lamp is increasing, and also you can see that the firing angle is reducing, so that the output waveform shape is approaching more closer to sine shape, and you can also see that the intensity of the bulb is increasing. Basically, you need to capture the waveform across the oscilloscope to know how much firing angle is there for a particular value of average voltage across the lamp. Here you can see that if I measure this one particular corresponds to the peak, that is 90-degree position. So if I measure from 0 to 90 degree, if I count, there are 5 divisions are there, which means that for every division 14-degree firing angle advancement will happen. So you can measure how many counts are there, and if you multiply it by 14, you will get so much of firing angle at that particular instant of time. So the firing angle you need to measure from the oscilloscope, and the voltage across the lamp you need to measure from the voltmeter. So these two are the things that you have to tabulate. By this experiment, we have conducted how to control the voltage across the lamp using a triac with the help of a RC triggering circuit, which also has a diac in its circuit.
After conducting the experiment on the AC voltage control using triac, these are the readings that we have got. As you can see that the input voltage is kept constant at a value of 50 volts, and you can see the change in firing angle from 36 degrees to 100 degrees, and when the firing angle is very less, you can see that the voltage across the lamp is more, almost equal to 50 volts, whereas the firing angle is increased to 126, means a large part of the input voltage waveform is cut off from the output. A only small portion is available across the lamp, which means that RMS voltage across the lamp is very less. It is equal to 12 volts. So we have changed the voltage across the lamp RMS voltage across the lamp from 12 to 49 by changing the firing angle from 126 to 36. And it is a theoretical value that we have recorded here. And from theory, you can come to know that the output voltage across the lamp obviously depends upon the input voltage. In this case, we have kept the input RMS voltage is equal to 50 volts, and one more dependable parameter is the alpha, the firing angle. So here one sample calculation has been shown for 36 degrees, which the answer came to be around 44.79. That is 44.8 recorded here. And we need to plot a graph of alpha, that is the firing angle versus the output voltage.